Hey y'all, I'm about to cook something. Let me clean the screen. Is that better? It looks good. Well, upstairs they do. So, let me put my hair. Hey home. Why is this? There we go. Anybody here? Okay, let's wait for some people to come on. How y'all about to cook? I'm about to cook. I'm gonna tilt the camera down and show y'all what I be doing. Oh shoot. Okay. Wait, let me get that. Gotta have two separate cutting boards, one for vegetables and one for meats. How are you guys? Thank you. Hi, this is a dress. I love your top. Thank you. Okay, so I'm getting ready to point the camera down. I'm gonna attempt to point it down to what I'm doing. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so I got my chicken breast. I've already washed it and everything. Y'all see that? Okay. So y'all know I'm from the South. So this is my favorite seasoning, Tony Saturated. But first, I'm gonna put some ground pepper on my chicken. This is organic farm-raised chicken. Y'all probably, if y'all saw me live earlier, I got a little bit of kosher salt. I'm just gonna put a little bit. This Tony Saturated has salt in it. Okay, now I gotta do the other side because we see on both sides of our chicken. On both sides. Only reason I'm putting a little salt because this has salt, a lot of salt. So get that on there, season that up. It's gonna taste good. Has a little spice in it, cayenne pepper. Okay, and I already got my pan going with some olive oil. It has like a little grill. So I'm gonna stick this in here. Start that. Place that over here. So got that going up there. Now I'm getting ready to do my vegetables. So different chopping block. Getting ready to wash my hands. Okay. So I'm gonna wash my hands. I can chop my vegetables. Okay, I can't see y'all's comments, so just hold on. Y'all saying. Okay, so I'm getting ready to make this vegetable and chicken lunch. I got a pot going over here and put some olive oil in the pot so I can saute my vegetables. So I got sliced mushrooms, asparagus, zucchini and squash, and garlic and red onion, and then red bell pepper. Okay. So I'm gonna start by chopping the garlic because I need to season the oil. I'm not gonna chop it real small because I want it to be good. Okay, how y'all doing? I want it to be good, so that going. How y'all doing? It's still. This is gonna make the house smell good. Then I'm gonna take my red onion. I've already cut some of it. This is all I need. And I'm gonna go ahead and slice some of this. Okay. Then I'm gonna throw that in the oil. That going. It smells good already. You don't want this too high because the garlic will burn. You don't want that. It starts to brown too quick, turn the heat down. Okay. Then I'm gonna cut my red bell pepper. don't like this white part, so I take it out. Okay, so put those in there. I think I'm gonna cut this one a little thinner. It was too thick. So this is what you got. It smells good already. Okay. Now for the asparagus, I'm gonna chop off the ends right here because they're tough. Okay, get that. So you want to chop it vertical so you can have some cute vegetables. Throw that in there. Coat all of them with some olive oil, just a little bit. Okay. Now these, cut the ends off, slice it down the middle, like that. Turn them over. Okay. You can cut two at once. It's called multitasking. I'm going to season all this once I get it in the pan. Because I don't want seasoning on my chopping board. Okay, do the same thing with this. Bam. Line it up. Chop, 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 chop. Throw it in there. And stir it up. It should look like that. Now you don't have to add the mushrooms, but you can. It just gives it a little extra flavor. Look how big these are. Good vitamin D source. That in there. And I need some wine. I don't want to open this one. Well, where's that chicken broth? All right. So you can use wine, or I'm gonna use some organic chicken broth, and I'm gonna season this with some pepper and some salt. Hold on. There you go. I like to grind it because it just has a different flavor, a better flavor. And then that's good. Pour some chicken broth, just a little bit. That's enough. Just to steam it a little bit and let that cook on high, well, medium high. Sorry. So this is what it's looking like right now. And this is what my chicken is looking like. Let me go ahead and flip it. Are you ready? Ooh, that looks good, don't it? All the juices. Okay. So this is healthy, a healthy lunch. Y'all looking at my leg? No carbs, but you can eat a lot. You can eat as much of this. You can eat that whole chicken breast and be full. This is really good. This is going to taste really flavorful because of all the different flavors. And if you want carbs, you can do like maybe a small cup of rice, brown rice, or a small potato, baked potato or something, or a piece of bread. I don't know, but I don't want the carbs for lunch. Okay, so Sometimes I like to add a little spice in there too, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some of that in just to give it some color and some spice. That's gonna be good. And I don't think it needs nothing else. I don't want to overdo it because it's like I don't want it too salty. So that's what's coming out to me. This is gonna be real good. Real blah. I'm gonna let that cook. Let that cook. Let me read some of these questions. How y'all doing? Somebody said potato. You working fast. Oh, yeah, I cook fast. Thank you. I got this from Boohoo. How you doing? What me cook? Y'all can see I was trying to type and cook at the same time. What me cook? Sorry, I'll fix it later. A piece fell under the pan. Yeah, I see it. Let me get it. Get on here. Don't worry about it. It's not gonna burn. I took it away from the fire. So now I got all my leftover vegetables that I need to throw in the trash. I'm putting here. Would me cook? I meant to put watch me cook. Okay. I'm gonna fix it later. Is it gonna snow today? It's hot here. It's like almost 80 degrees. Men are good at negotiating. You don't have practice. I have practice too. I've been negotiating since day one. You don't negotiate. You just tell them what you want. Just tell them more than what you want, and then negotiate. He'll negotiate down to probably what you really want. What made you decide to cook today? I just felt like cooking. I think I didn't want to drink my lunch today. I ran out of Slim Fast. I actually went to the store to get Slim Fast. I went to Sprouts, didn't have none. So I just started shopping for food. And then I was like, oh, let me cook this. This is really good. Mm-hmm. If you go earlier, I went to the Sprouts grocery store. Fine. You can see that video if y'all missed that one. I need to braid my hair because I don't want to get into my food. That's a bad chef who got hair all in the food. Okay. I went for Slim Fast, ended up with food. I sure did. But it's healthy. It's healthy food. So I'm good. I'm still cooking. Y'all can hear it sizzling. Y'all hear that sizzling? Okay. So these are almost done because I don't like overcooking vegetables. You took all the nutrients out of them. So these are almost when the onions start to become translucent like that. And then it makes this little nice sauce as well for coats the vegetables. It's from the chicken broth and the olive oil and all the seasonings. So that's good. I like to let the mushrooms saute a little bit more. So I'm trying to get those to touch the pan more. And mushrooms release a lot of water. So you don't have to add any more chicken stock or broth or nothing. They release water. And let's check on the chicken breast. Bam. Oh, that's good. I'm gonna make sure it's all the way cooked through. So I flipped it and flip it again. And I'm gonna cut that up because I'm not gonna eat that whole thing. You can even like slice it up and put it in there. Yeah, this is done. Vegetables are done. So now we're gonna plate it. Because I'm like on a cookie. So now we're gonna plate it. So I use a white dish to make it pop. Yeah. A white dish, make it pop. So let's see. And this looks cute because there's a lot of color in it. So if you want to cook for your husband or your girlfriend, not for your boyfriend, but for your husband or your girlfriend, you can make this. And it looks colorful on the plate. And make it look cute. Okay. Make sure this chicken is done. You cut through it. I'm gonna let that cook a little bit more. If you want to hurry your chicken along, you can put some chicken stock in there, and it's gonna steam it from the inside. Let me actually switch the eye. There we go. Y'all can see. Drop it like it's hot. Okay. What about a fiance? Nope. Because that's not marriage. You could be a fiance for 20 years. Okay. So I'm gonna let this. I should have got some tongs. So going all over the place. I just don't want to splash my dress, y'all. I should put on my apron. So let that cook. That on high. Y'all want to see the vegetables so far? Oh wait, I gotta clean up the plate. I gotta present to y'all. I gotta make it look presentable. Okay. Here are the veggies. We're waiting on the chicken. Cook a little bit more. It's actually cooked, but just to be on the safe side, I'm not taking any chances. Okay. You don't want to die of salmonella poisoning. That's not a good look. Not a good look at all. Are you making enough for everyone? Not everyone is here. I'm making enough for me. No one's here but me. Hi from Poland. Hi. What the queen cooking? Chicken and vegetables, zucchini, squash, red bell peppers, asparagus, sliced mushrooms, and I already say red bell pepper, onion, and garlic. And then I'm making chicken breast. So that's it. Now I need to get something to drink. I'm thirsty. I made coffee, but I never drank it this morning. I know coconut. The coconut water will go good with this. Let's see. I'm gonna get fancy for y'all. Coconut water. You're fooling them. You don't show up for home cooked meals anymore. You just stand them up. Unless they're a 5-star chef and they live in a mansion, don't show up for home cooked dinner. So I'm turning on the dust to start cooking. You had a wife that you might cook too. Or a picnic. All right, I don't want this whole chicken breast, so I'm just gonna cut half of it. But I'm gonna show y'all how to plate it if y'all want to do the whole one. Let me cut it first. Make sure it's good. Yeah. Yeah, I should be using my tongs. Using my tongs. All right. I'm gonna put it back over here so y'all can see how I plate it. Yeah. Oh, see y'all? Some of my hair got in the plate. So I had to wear it. That's why chefs wear hats. And then you want some of this little juice. Like extra flavor. There you go. And if you want some sort of, I don't have any varnish today. So if you want some sort of varnish, feel free, but I don't have it. So sorry. Usually you can stick like a sprig of rosemary or basil or something there. Make it look cute. And then you take your little napkin, you clean up like this. And then you serve. That's lunch. With a side of, if you want a carb, add the carb. I don't want the carb. I'm drinking the carbs in my coconut water. How many carbs does this have anyway? 12 grams of carbs. That's not bad though. It's not bad. Now let me taste it. That's the real test. Does it taste good? Okay, I'm gonna test the chicken first. See if I did a good job. Mm-hmm. It's good actually. The seasoning is really good. On point. It's a little spicy, which is what I like. Okay, now I'm gonna eat the vegetable. This is the best thing. The vegetables are really good. I should sit down. I will take you with me. Oops. Gotta move this to another location without dropping it. Did James send you to culinary school? He sure did. He paid for my education. Oh, he paid for my education in culinary school. Hold on. Get y'all back to the normal view. Okay. Trying to plug up my charger. Hold on. Turn on this other light real quick. All right. I'm back. I don't know if I'm gonna eat this chicken and talk at the same time because it's kind of gross. It fell. What the kids gonna eat? If they at school, they're gonna eat lunch. What they pack to eat. It is in the middle of the day. Everyone is gone. Ooh, 11 minutes ago. Telemarketer. So, bon appetit. Dang, the kids would actually like this. They wouldn't like all these mixed vegetables. I would have to make them something that they like. They would like the chicken. You have two guys paying your bills. That's why you're home now. Smart. Girl, don't eat with us. Why not? I'll drink with you then. I hate doing dishes after I cook. I just stick them in the sink. Somebody else do them. What do you exfoliate with? Lately I've been using the Dr. Brandt microdermabrasion, maybe once or twice a week. But before that, I was using like St. Ives. St. Ives. You're getting ready to do a facial and get ready for a date tonight. I don't know. Is it at-home facial? Mm. Some people like this chewing noise. They call it ASMR. How do I respond to a sugar daddy that wants a relationship? Yeah, sure, I'll be your girlfriend, but in order to be your girlfriend, I'm going to need A, B, C, and D. I need a new car. I need a nicer apartment. I mean, you want your girlfriend living a certain way, don't you? I got to represent you now. These vegetables are so good. This is the Sprouts brand coconut water. Mm, I did cook. I'm eating it now. Yes, you missed it. It took me a few minutes. I'm a fast cook. Right? I cook super fast. What I really should have done? I should have marinated this chicken. But since I was doing it fast on the camera, I just skipped that. So I'm just gonna eat the vegetables. I won't eat the chicken with y'all because I have to sit there and chew too long. I'm done. Y'all. I'm done. Am I on a diet? I wouldn't really say I'm on a diet. I just eat certain foods. Like, I was never really a big, I don't eat red meat at all, so not eat meat maybe once a day, maybe twice, like chicken or turkey or seafood. Mhm. Women claim it's not all about money. You know, sometimes like I don't represent all women. I'm just going to tell y'all guys, I don't represent all women. Okay? There are some women who will argue with me till I'm blue in the face, till they're blue in the face, but our lives are totally different. Okay? So, it just depends on what lifestyle that they want. You know what I'm saying? Some people don't need some people don't need a lot. Some people don't care about material things. They just care about love and faithfulness and attention. And when the man fails to do those free things, the woman gets crazy, starts going psycho because she sacrificed her youth, her beauty. I could have had a rich man, but I chose you because I loved you and you still did this, this, and that. So they just don't know what's getting ready to happen to them. So that's why they will argue with me until they're blue in the face and go for love. Then a couple months later, they'll be in my inbox saying their man left them for another chick and blah, 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 blah. So it's not all about money to some women. If you're faithful, if you're a good man, if you do everything accordingly, she doesn't need your money. She will happily go to work if she goes to work knowing her husband or her boyfriend is faithful, honest, loves her, puts her first, and da 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 da. But when you fail to live up to that, she's mad at herself and mad at you too. hmm So, for those women who've already either witnessed it, been through it, or want to avoid it altogether, they're about the money. You know, men got it made these days, right? So, I've already cooked. If y'all are late, so I'm sorry. I'm done. I already ate most of it, and well, not most of it, some of it. And now, what the heck? Okay, just making sure about something. Okay, I have to check something. I thought it was for broke or rich. You thought? It's for faithful too. So if you're not faithful, then we don't have to be with you for rich or for poor. That's my take on it. I don't even see how it's being a gold digger. Yeah, it's not being a gold digger. You know, I'm sure my husband worries less that I'm home than if I was out working. You know, I have more opportunity to do things if I'm out and about in the city, next to another man all day, driving through traffic. You know, there's more things that could happen between, you know, all that. I'm sure he'd rather me be here. Mhm. Men don't understand that he wants you to go out and work just as hard as him, not knowing you're a woman, not knowing how much sexual harassment women get in the workplace all the time. If you were a man, no, if you were an attractive woman and you went to work, do you realize how many times men come on to you a day? Do you realize how many people ask you to lunch? Do you realize how many people, come in your office for no reason or ask you questions for no reason or email you stuff for no reason? Do you realize that? Mhm. A lot. Even the boss. That's why a lot of women have what I call work husbands. And y'all, I know a lot of men probably have, work wives or, women they have crushes on at work. Think about this. If you think a woman is cute at work, if you have a crush on some chick that works with you, imagine how easier it would be for a woman to do the exact same thing, but have the man coming on to her. But you want to send her out 8 or more hours a day to be with another man who makes more money than you. You need to think about that. You sending a woman out to work next to, with, or around other men who probably make more money than you. Keep that in mind. Mhm. Someone says work husbands are good for free lunch. Exactly. Imagine your wife or your girlfriend at work, manager or owner, CEO, or whatever. Her boss asks her, "Oh, well, we need to go to lunch. I need to talk to you about some stuff." Okay, I guess I can go. Takes her to a fancy restaurant. Oh, it's okay. It's company. Oh, company's paying for it. Okay. Oh, order whatever you want. So what if you drive by, see a woman eating lunch with a man seemingly rich at a nice fancy restaurant? Then it's like, oh, we have a company, a trip coming up, a business trip that we got to take. Did you hear about everyone dragging Carrie Hilson for saying she's going to start dating white men now because of the dusty? But I don't. I saw that, but I don't. Good luck to her. Mhm. So that's the whole point. You don't want your woman out working with men that make more money than you, unless your woman does a job where everybody's broke around her. Don't send her out there. I'm trying to tell you. So, do I get bored? No. I went shopping this morning. I cooked. Did my makeup. I actually was gonna go do something else, but the cleaning service is coming, so I have to wait for them, or either wait for my husband to get home and then I can go do what I need to do. Because he just went to Home Depot. There's a competition now. Like the neighbor is always like trying to mess with his yard and his grass and get it perfect. Now James is doing the same thing. I'm like, you never cared about the grass before? The heck? Well, at least he has a hobby. He said, I'm going to get some fertilizer. I'm going to get. I say, okay, they're gonna put you on the terrorist list because you keep buying fertilizer. He just laughed. He said, I'm going to buy a water hose and fertilizer. I said, okay. Do I have children? Yeah, they're at school right now. Two girls. Mm-hmm. So I get all day free for me. The wife might come for you. What? So the sprinklers are going if you could hear them in the backyard. He's obsessed with his yard now. And check out what the neighbor did. His grass what was green was really nice, but there was like one patch, or I guess it wasn't perfect. He had the people come out and dig up his entire lawn and then put new grass on top of it, like put new grass patches. I'm like, and so James is done. He trying to work overtime, double hard on the yard, trying to get it green. I'm like, it doesn't even matter. Come on, it's good green enough. How often would you update your house? And we just moved here maybe like less than 2 years ago. So we're probably gonna get a new couch soon because this one I don't like it, and it doesn't match anything, and I don't like it. Before became a housewife, I used to work in the hospital around a lot of single doctors. So, yes, I do understand working alongside men with more money. They would buy the nurses stuff all the time. James trying to prove the grass is not greener on the other side. Well, I'm just glad he doing something, like he got a hobby now. So whatever. He even bought the little green thing that dispenses the fertilizer seeds, and be rolling it around. I'm laughing at him. Do I want more children? No, I am completely done having kids. Giving advice to women is pointless because they don't think rationally. They go by their impulse and emotions. Well, that's what I teach. I teach how to control that, how to think strategically versus emotionally. hmm Because it's like, you know what? Yeah, women will snap, go crazy, and do some stupid stuff and then regret it later when they could have waited, planned it out strategically to get the most out of it, to do the most, to do the worst. And I've explained a few situations where, she could, or a woman could do that. And so a lot of women are now thinking rationally because when they're upset, I say take a moment and think about reacting emotionally is not going to pay off as well as a good plan for revenge when he's unknowingly. Okay. So you stay calm, you gather your evidence, you have your plan B. That's what keeps women from getting over emotional. Either you're cold and you don't care, or you need to have a plan B. So you have your attention and your emotions divided. They're never all in one spot, one place, you know. So that's what I teach. I teach, if you're going to be super emotional over someone that is not emotional over you, you're wasting your emotions. Think logically, get the best results. So I don't react on emotion. I sit there and I think. I'm like, okay, what can I do to make this work out for me? That's the first thing you have to think. Whenever somebody does you wrong, you don't react emotionally. You sit there and you figured out how to make this situation work in your favor. And when you can do that, no one will mess with you ever again, I promise you. Because the whole thing is sometimes it seems like you were planning it all from the beginning and you actually got them instead of them getting you. So if you see some chick, some ratchet picture in your man's phone, don't overreact. Save that. Save it. Screenshot it. Save that evidence up. Okay. Gather your evidence. Um, then get dressed up, look real nice. Oh, I'm going out. Who are you going out with? Oh, a friend. Well, you look too dressed up to be going out with friends. Da, da, da. Oh, if you have the chick's name, tell him it's her. Oh, her name is such and such. The ratchet's name. Oh, what she look like? Oh, she has purple weave. Typical ratchet, but she's cool. I like her. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, she says she's dating this dumb Dusty that's uh got a girlfriend or a wife, but she's trying to break up with him because he ain't got enough money or something like that. I don't know. She said she got like three other boyfriends, but I'm finna go talk. I'm finna go talk to her. We're gonna hang out, try to find her a decent man. Then you place your tape recorder or your recorder to come on when you walk out the house because you know he finna call her or text her. Hopefully he'll call because he'll be pissed. Hopefully he'll call. You gotta depend on the call. So you leave that in there. Hopefully he'll be in the same room. Who knows? Or you could put some type of motion sensor or whatever in the house to pick up recordings. You gotta go to the spy store. Or you could just walk back in like you forgot something and catch him on the phone or catch him texting real quick. I'm like, oh, who you texting? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Well, she's about to send me a picture of a screenshot of her texting, her dusty dude because she said he's mad or something because she's going out. So he's gonna be all nervous that you're getting ready to find out that the dusty dude is him. So you just messing with him. You just messing with him. You just playing with him. Then have the screenshot, but have his name scratched out. You know how you can edit it. Have his name scratched out and the picture scratched out and just have the words and stuff. Like, oh my God, he does sound dusty. Look, who is that? She need to dump him quick. So make him feel real stupid, right? And then go out, go have fun. He's gonna be sitting at home mad, worried, texting her, why are you talking to my girlfriend? That's my girlfriend. That's my wife. And oh, you seeing other dudes, huh? Then you're gonna start something between them, an argument between them. What you talking about? Oh, now you gonna sit here and lie to me? I got proof. I got proof. Ah, you can mess with him mentally. And then come home like an hour later. He'd be like, "So what happened? What happened?" Oh, she called me halfway there and said she had a date with somebody else, and so I just went and stayed for a little while, and then I came home. Okay. Hmm. Anyway, play with people. Play with their mind. Think logically and strategically. He's gonna be so worried about you. He's gonna be so worried about her. He's not even gonna be concerned if you out with another man. So that's a good tip. Thank you for getting through this week. Oh, you're welcome. So I don't react on emotion. I mean, I quit that a long time ago. I mean, I almost sometimes slip up, but I have to gather myself. I was like, okay, no, no. It's going to be much more satisfying if I use strategy. Like, I was in one store and, the stupid manager was kind of rude to me, and I could have been Sharkeisha, I could have went off, which I really wanted to, but I held it together, I was like, "No." I went outside, called the corporate office, got him in trouble, wrote a bunch of emails threatening, "Oh, I'm gonna tell this story on YouTube. I'm gonna write to the local, I'm gonna write to the local news. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. And we're gonna handle it. I'm gonna look into it." They haven't written me back this week. They wrote me like 5 emails talking about they're trying to resolve the issue, and I hope they fired him. Hold your emotions. Yes. Oh, I'm gonna tell y'all the story, but I'm not gonna. Okay. So I bought Layla this really nice sweatshirt thing that had a zipper right here. I guess it's a pullover, and it was about $60. So I bought it and said, "Here, Layla, this for you." And she's like, "I don't like this color. I don't like the color." I'm like, it was like mint green. She's like, "I don't like green. I don't like mint green." I was like, "Fine, I'll take it back and get you something else." She's like, "Okay." So I drop her off at school, drive to the store that I'm going to exchange it at. The store is not really open yet, so I wait a few seconds, a few minutes, and then they come open the store. I take my little shopping bag with the item still in it to the front register. I'm the first one in line. I was like, "Hi, I need to make an exchange or whatever." So the lady looks at it and she's like, "Oh, you have the receipt." I'm like, "I think I left it in the car. I just need an exchange." She's just like, then she started, "Look, I got to get my manager since you don't have the receipt." I was like, "Well, I'll go get it." She's like, "Well, I'll just get the manager and see if he'll take it back without the receipt." I was like, "Okay." So then he came up there and he didn't even let me speak. He was rude. He was like looking at it, like inspecting it. He's like, "Okay, so you don't have a receipt and you want to return this, right?" He looks at the price. He's like, "This looks like it's been worn, washed, and you retagged it. So we're not going to be able to take this back. I'm sorry." I was like, "Well, we're not going to be able to take it back. Look, da 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 da, blah 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 blah." I said, "I'm not trying to get the money for it. I'm trying to exchange it." "Well, we're not going to be able to do that." He was just like, "Okay, da da da." I'm like, "Calm down, calm down. Okay, you've just been accused of being ratchet. Calm down." I was like, "Okay." I walk out. I stand right in front of the store and I'm looking up the number to corporate. "Hi, I'm at your store at this location." "Yes." You have a manager that is seemingly very racist and accused me of washing, washing, and retagging a child's shirt." Yeah. And I found that that was very stereotypical and very racist. I make enough money to where I don't even have to wash clothes. I can just give them away and buy new ones. I was being real bougie on the phone. And yes, I drive a Benz, and I was very insulted. So instead of going off in the store, I thought that I would call you guys and see what would be the appropriate action to take. I said, because I'm pretty sure that I don't need to wash, wear, and retag a child's shirt. And then they had the nerve to be like, "Well, what kind of shirt was it?" I'm like, "It was a Vineyard Vines sweatshirt. My daughter did not like the color." Vineyard Vines is like a real snooty brand. It's not a ghetto brand. Okay. So they're like, "Oh." I'm like, "Yes, I was going to exchange it for something else because she did not like the color." And they were like, "Oh, okay." That's not the store I bought it from though. That's just the brand of it. So it's like they said, well, we're gonna call him right now. Well, we're hold on the other line. I'm gonna call him right now. And they called him, and then they clicked back over, and they said, well, you can go in and he'll look at the item again and see if he wants to accept it because it's really up to him. I was like, oh, it is, huh? I was like, well, you know what? I really don't feel comfortable going back in that store, or I don't even want to give you the money. I don't even want to give you money anymore. I'm going to go to a different location and I'm going to exchange this with no problem. I'm pretty sure. And when I do, I will be calling you back and letting you know. So I took it to a nicer side of town. Um, and the lady took the shirt back with no problem. She didn't even see anything wrong with it because there was nothing wrong with it. I said, thank you so much. And then I went home and emailed them and told them, well, your other store took it back with no problem. Didn't even look at it, question me or anything. So I'm pretty sure it was the manager. I said, y'all don't want to end up like Starbucks, for being, openly racist. And I would hate to get on my YouTube channel and tell the story. Oh, well, let us try to resolve it. Let us try to resolve it. Let us try to see what we can do. Okay. I said, So y'all might have me a shopping spree pretty soon. Me like, I ain't gonna say nothing. If you offer me a gift card, I'll keep your name secret. I'm still waiting. If they don't write me back by next week, I'm going to expose them. Okay. And I wrote a long, not really long, but I wrote them a long email and I said, it is 2018 and no one needs to wash and retag a sweatshirt, especially a child's item. I was like, that was openly and sadly, I will not be shopping at your stores anymore. hmm Do I still buy Starbucks? Yep, I sure do. If the men didn't care who got the police called on them and they got on TV and was laughing and stuff, I don't care. Oh, the meal that I cooked, I'll show you. I hadn't really eaten it all yet, but this is what it was: chicken and vegetables. It's at the beginning of the video of me cooking it. Oh, so hopefully they'll be offering me some type of compensation for my pain and suffering, because ever since that day I can't sleep. I've lost weight because I can't eat because I just I can't get around the fact that I was being mistaken for ratchet behavior. I have a complex and a social anxiety. My psychiatrist says that I might have to go on anti-anxiety medication after this ordeal. So he told me that I could, talk to an attorney about, this issue and see, if I can be compensated for being a victim. So that's why I'm gonna get paid off of this. If they call to talk to me, I'm gonna fake cry on the phone. I was all I am in therapy 3 times a week after this ordeal. I already cook. Y'all know I ain't gonna be cooking the whole time. It's at the beginning of the video, but you'll have to wait till it's over. Maybe I should end this one and just start another one, right? So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream, fix my title. I might come back in a few minutes with something else. Y'all have any ideas? Give me some 48 Laws of Power video. I did that video. Or was that the seduction? Did I do the seduction or the yeah, I think I did the seduction. Yeah. I don't know. Or they deleted it? I don't know. I have to check. They probably did. Mhm. Rules for a mistress. How about control emotional character? You have to be really evil and revenge minded and strategic like men to be able to control emotions. You got to be a premeditated rather than a temporary insanity. You know what I'm saying? In the court of law. Okay? So just think about it. You have to be if you were in court for murder, your murder would have to be premeditated versus an act of, you know, passion, the heat of passion, temporary insanity. You would have to be someone that planned it, had supplies, had alibis. This is the difference between emotion and logic. Okay. You have to think like that. You can't just get mad and act because you're always going to get messed up. You're going to forget something. You're going to do something that you shouldn't have done. You're going to get in trouble. You're going to leave behind evidence. You're going to be, you're going to lose in the end. You will lose. So you have to be premeditated in your actions. If someone does something to you, you do not act right away. You plot, you plan, then you execute. That's it. Mhm. But I'll come back with that video. That's a good. Probably gonna get a bunch of trolls on that. But the more the merrier. All right, y'all. I'll be back.